What's going on, guys? It's just me right now. I'm waiting on my other Helios members to show up, but right now it is I. So, got a couple things on deck tonight. The big main thing is going to be working on my AOZ April build. If my camera will focus. The wound wart is pretty much done. I need to do panel lining and I need to do decals. So that is going to be what majority of my effort is spent working on. I've also got some light decal work to do, or not decal work, detail painting to do. So I'm going to work on that as well. So this is all going to be hand painted stuff. So I have a couple shades of gray, and a red, and that's going to be for all the little bar details and stuff that are inside the kit, as well as some of the rivets and things like that. Um, These are not my favorite brushes in the world, but they're getting the job done. What's up? What you got? I can't see. Stop moving. What is that? Oh, dummy. Save that for last. That might actually be all that's left. All right. I don't know why I put that little brush back in there. I still need it. Okay. What's going on, man? You have the room code. Or to separate. Yep, I think she's dead. Yes, I can get in here with this. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's dead. Rip. Okay, let's see if I can find another bottle of red. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Quesadillas. I'm coming over to your house. Working on all these tiny little pipe thingies. And yes, I will break quarantine for Mexican food. Okay. One hand done. I just gotta do decals now. What? What's in that sandwich? Is that a peanut butter sandwich?
No, I want peanut butter in it.
Well, you better go tell mommy you want peanut butter in it.
But she's in the bathroom.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Well, then how did you get that sandwich?
Took it out the bread.
Gil's here. There he is. What's going on, Gil?
Hey, how are you?
Why is it super big and you super small? There we go. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just working on the short trooper.
Cool.
Yeah, I did some hand painting on these parts because I wasn't a big fan of the water slides.
Painting these teeny tiny bitty. You're doing what?
I'm about to do some panel line for these parts.
Things to hand paint. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got lucky. I eyeballed the mixing ratio, so it's close-ish.
Close-ish is all that matters.
Yeah.
If you hit it with filters and stuff like that, oh snap. You know, it'll all blend together anyway.
Oh yeah.
Disaster has struck. Fortunately, I caught it before it could do any damage. Apparently, I had a tiny red dot of paint on my finger and touched some pieces. I'm gonna ask Matt since he's in the chat. Tim, get out of here. The only buff I see is you. I miss you though. But Matt is our when when Jeremy and Jerome aren't around, I consider Matt to be our AOZ specialist. And for him, I have a very small question. And I will finish painting this and I will ask that question. Has not the right color, but I don't care. It looks good. Is there a guide anywhere online that tells you which of these emblems belong on which unit? Because there's like 1,000 of these things and they're all slightly different, and I don't know which one goes on the woundwort. I know it's not the bunny rabbit with the goggles. Is it this? It can't be this one with the gun either. So a lot of them go on the plant. I know that there's one that goes on this kit. I just like my Q-Cube woodwort has the emblem like printed on the logo or on the manual, and it's buried under a bunch of stuff, so I can't really get to it right this second. The AOZ books. So I know I need the TR logo. I know I need the Mecha logo. And I think I need some Titans Test Teams logos in black, but I don't know what else I need. I'm going to use a couple of these little caution decals because I'm not really going to use them for anything else. I just need to figure out. If I had to guess, I would say it's either this thing with the gun or this long thing with the spear. It makes the most sense to me that it would be one of those for the wound wart because he's got that big gun. But I don't know. Cool, yeah, if you could find them, that'd be awesome. Okay. There's too much like weird like not lore that surrounds all these AOZ stuff, and I don't know what goes where or where to even start when it comes to looking for it. It's almost like a whole different universe.
Wasn't AOZ kind of like an alternate universe after Zeta or something like that?
I mean, it's after Zeta, but it's not like an alternate universe. I think it's UC. It just never got animated or anything.
I'm sure more stuff will get animated in the future.
Okay, so I think that's that. Now we can move on to decals. So I think I'm just going to start with what I know, and that is this big, large boy right here. And then two of these boys. I'm just going to grab a variety of these.
I'll be back. My dog's barking. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll go check it out, huh?
Okay. Started with the big boy.
All right, I'm back.
Well, Thunderbolt is our alt universe UC, which makes a lot of sense. Although I thought that was like canon UC as well.
Yeah, I thought Thunderbolt was canon UC as well.
But again, it makes a lot of sense that it is alternate universe UC, because why wouldn't they just use all the same technology as the other stuff?
Right.
This is going to be the fun one. Okay. I cannot find a toothpick. I guess I need to use like a flat brush, maybe. Oh.
Whoa, that's a first. Have you ever had your panel line wash come out this dense?
Yes. Always. I've actually kind of switched over to oils because I think that they're a little bit nicer and easier to use. Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to shake this up a lot more.
Yeah, when that gets settled, it stays down there. You gotta really shake it. Like it owes you money. What's going on, Shoki? How you doing, man? It is the Woundwort. So there's the long gun. Just put the big decal on it. So now we gotta slap some decals on some legs. Do it. Build it.
Yeah, I really want to get those kits that got announced today. I missed out on the wound wart last time.
I kind of want to get another one.
It's a very unique design.
It is. But it was a fun build. It was what I wanted out of the Barzam. But for some reason, the Barzam just left me incredibly disappointed.
I haven't built a Gundam kit in a while.
No, you haven't. You have turned into Star Wars man. I mean, you were already Star Wars man, but now you're like super Star Wars man. Well, that's cool, man. Build what you like.
Yeah, it's like John Bias says, if you ain't having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Basically.
Oh no, where did that go?
Did I tell you I met John Bias?
No, that's cool.
He was like the nicest guy. Like ever. He was so nice. He went to the last show I went to. Was it Nova? I think it was.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's wrong. No. Was it Nova? Where's Tim when you need him? I don't remember where that last show I went was. But he was there. And he actually walked up to me and he was like introduced himself and like said that he's been he's like, I'm a big fan of your stuff. I like your I like your channel and all this other stuff. And we talked for like a good like half hour. He was just a really cool guy.
Yeah, I discovered his channel when I was researching filter watches. The whole dot filter.
Yes.
That's how I discovered his channel.
Old Dominion Open. That's the show I was at. That one.
Oh hey Shoki, sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat. Thank you.
That's kind of where I struggle is like there you go. Yeah, thank you, Tim. ODO. But yeah. Tim is my brain. He remembers things for me. Hmm. I think I'm gonna play it a little safe on this. I'm gonna put him on the arm. This is also a really huge brush to be doing this. So I wonder if a rubber brush would work. It's weird holding a brush with my right hand. Are you quarantined now, Gil?
Yeah, but I have to go back to work on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
And then I'll take my precautions as needed. And we have flexible time off now. So it's kind of like, hey, I need to take this time off. I think they're more open to it versus like sending a formal request and whatnot.
That's good. Make sure you take the time you need.
Yeah.
What have you been doing with your time off?
I have been working with this short trooper kit, but I was also gaming a lot just because I hadn't done it in a while. So finished up Resident Evil 7, which, you know,
Get your pants out off me, man. I played it in VR.
You played it the VR?
Yeah, I played the VR version.
Oh man.
Terrifying.
I don't think I would have been able to play it.
It's very unsettling. They did a very good job with like making everything like really feel like you're in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was playing with headphones and it definitely helped with the immersion.
Oh yeah.
At first I was skeptical, not so much because it was first person, but I felt like it was kind of more of a gimmick to push the VR. But oh man, was I wrong?
Yeah, they definitely did a good job with that. I didn't beat it, but I did play a good chunk of it.
And see, and that's the thing, because of it being, you know, compatible with VR, I thought they were going to cut corners as far as like game length and whatnot. And nope, it's a damn good game. I think everybody should play it, but I'm sure everybody has played it because the game came out in 2017.
Well, I think anybody who wanted to play it has played it now.
Yeah. All right, so this isn't perfect, but this is what I got now.
There you go.
Trying to get it to focus right.
Yeah, focus is something I'm struggling with right now. I need to find my other camera in my I've got like a camera arm somewhere around this house.
Mhm.
And that way I could do like straight down, and I think that focus would be far less of an issue.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can get that straight sooner than later.
All right, so everything here is already panel lined. Now comes the fun part. Yeah, I think I might be interested in streaming a little more often, just to help me keep track of projects, like how you had mentioned a couple days back. It's kind of like come up with a schedule so it puts more focus on projects you're trying to finish.
Yeah, that's my big thing is I just want to make sure that like I don't, because I normally get like a month and a half, 2 months off of work as it is anyway.
Uh-huh.
And this year I like totally wasted that whole break. I didn't do anything. So now that I have another break, which this one's a lot less voluntary, I want to make sure that I'm actually using it wisely. So I'm holding myself to a little bit more of a schedule, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm not just sitting around wasting time.
Yeah.
But I'm also doing a lot of like spending time with my family and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, that should come first.
time to bust open these brand new decals I bought.
Yeah, for me, I spent too much time staring at my phone, so.
Oh, that's not a problem at all. Once I thank you, Papa Prime. Once I was at home for like a week, I was like, okay, there's nothing else to do on here. So like I'll wake up and I'll check Facebook, and then I don't really mess with my phone a ton unless like Aubrey's watching TV or something.
Mm-hmm. Here's the next part of this short trooper.
Oh, you molded him in a fixed pose. I forgot about that because didn't you break
so
a peg?
this is something new and very out of the norm for me, so we'll see how this goes. There's a lot of smoothing out that has to be done. I don't even know what grit sandpaper I should be using for this.
Whatever kind works. They are good decals. They're the best decals I've ever used, and that's not because you're sitting in my chat room. That's because they come off very quick. They stick very well, and you can read them.
Yes, I got myself a set as well, and I love those decals. I ended up using those for my Gunpla and Mach K entry.
I need to get set too. I was gonna order some, but they were on pre-order, and I wasn't sure how far out they were,
Hmm.
and I didn't want to wait for my whole order to ship.
Oh, I gotcha.
Turns out they're out now, so I would have waited like a week.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, I got a couple things waiting to ship too from there. I ended up getting the Artie Station Solo, I think it's what it's called.
Oh, you bought an Artie station?
Yeah, I just got the small little drawer set just because I'm beginning to run out of room. I don't know. I got this
If
obsession with organizing.
so, I would jump down that rabbit hole, but my current station is going to also double as where I take photos.
Uh-huh.
So I need my station to be modular.
Right.
But
Yeah,
they do
that's
look
the thing.
nice.
I need modular like organization. I
Yeah,
feel like if I can't be organized, I can't start any projects.
I'm like that too. I'm more like all the messes in my house stop me from wanting to work on stuff because I feel guilty.
Hmm.
But I when it comes to my hobby space, a little bit of a mess is kind of what I live in.
Yeah, I'm trying my best not to have the mess because it keeps me
It's
from
where I
work.
thrive. Let's see. Where's my knife? Oh, there it is. Let's do like a little decal on the inside of the like where the camera folds in.
So what's next after this kit?
For me,
Yeah.
I've got a lot of stuff that I could work on. So I have a Sazabi commission that I've been neglecting a little bit.
Uh-huh.
That's like my big thing. So basically, whenever I'm not streaming and I'm up here working on stuff, it's gonna be that.
Okay.
Um, it's just a paint commission, so it shouldn't take terribly long, but it is a pretty large kit.
Mm-hmm.
I have the 1 to I think it's 48 GM Novell that I've been working on. I need to get back on that. I just want to finish it at this point. And then just a couple of other odds and ends. Simpro gave me a the Sazabi resin conversion.
Ooh.
So I need to paint that. But I've also got my own like personal one, which I bought all the photo etch and metal parts and thrusters and stuff for. So I'm gonna do them like different.
Well, that's pretty cool.
What about you?
So after this shore trooper, I think I'm gonna put Gunpla on the back burner again. And build something totally different out of my comfort zone. Gonna build this sucker.
Okay. So something different, but not too different.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good
I
things.
started it, but I want to try this weathering technique that I see a lot of aircraft modelers use, where you kind of like pre-shade with like a bunch of different colors, like blues, yellows.
Oh yeah. And when you put your base coat over it, gives you a lot of like different tones.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Work on that swordfish. And then, who knows what I'll work on after that, really.
What kind of bracelet do you want?
Let's see what we got.
All kinds of different colors.
Oh, these are cool. These are super cool. I get to pick.
Yep.
Can I do? Can I do this one? I'll hold it out so you can see that one. That's the one I want.
Thanks.
My mom bought her a bracelet set where like it spins a friendship bracelet or something for you. So her and Summer are downstairs making bracelets.
Oh, cool.
I'm on the least interesting part of this whole build.
Which is?
Decals. Oh. It's my favorite part, but it's just not fun to watch.
I like doing decals, but I learned a very important lesson last night. So a lot of these Star Wars kits, they'll come with decals for the armor. Don't bother using them.
You mean colors?
In my opinion, unless it's like emblems and things like that. That works, but I don't like using like the decals that are supposed to be like for large areas.
The only time I use the decals that come with the kit are like real grades. And that's just because I feel like that's like a big part of the experience is like it's one of the things that they spend a lot of time making sure it unifies the design. But with like high grades and master grades, I feel like it's just something they stick in the box. It's like, okay, this is the pool that we're going to pull from for this universe. Here's a handful of them. Have fun.
Yeah. Like they have a decal for this blue section. Worst idea ever. So I couldn't get the decal to sit right. So I just said screw it and started painting it.
Yeah, I remember the Stormtrooper had a couple of those. It wasn't a lot, but there was a couple spots where they did something like that. And I was like, I could just mask that.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I can get this camera to look a little bit better.
I think one of the decals I did not like on the Stormtrooper kits was the decal for the mouth part.
Yeah, I think that was one of the big ones. That and the little blue vents on the sides.
It's just funny because at first, like I thought, like hand painting would be very daunting, and then now it's like I look at something and I just say, you know what, I'm painting this. I don't want to go through the trouble.
When you choose hand painting over a decal, you know that it's silly.
Yeah.
I forgot a couple of these little details while I was painting, but I can come back in and pop those in, no problem. Well, I'm gonna break that rule, Matt. I'm gonna go crazy. I just need to know which emblem goes on the wound wart. I'm not terribly worried about like being super accurate as far as like where the test team logos go and stuff like that. I just need to know which one of these belongs to the wound wart.
Put the logo wherever you want. Gunpla is free.
So there's a trillion of them. That's the one thing I want to make sure I use the right one. Everything else, okay. You hear that?
What?
That was you didn't hear that? The motorcycle?
No.
Oh well. I live like pretty close to the highway, so when cars decide they're gonna rev their engines really loudly, I oftentimes hear it.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Is it always in the middle of the night?
Strangely enough, no. I usually hear like the train on the other side of town more than I hear that.
Huh.
Can you send me a picture of which one that is in the group chat?
If Tim is still here, quick question. When were you guys planning to do the DMC portion? Because I did not want to miss out if that question was going to get answered. I haven't been keeping track. I wasn't sure if it's part of a stream segment.
The hopping bunny? So you mean this one? Okay, I guess that's what we're cutting out.
Oh, okay. What time is it at?
It's right after this
Okay,
ends.
cool. Thank you.
All right, cool. Now that I know what's what, we're actually gonna bust back into some cool decals. Not that Tim's decals aren't cool, just they're not designs, they are warning markings. There's a difference. So I'm gonna put one on like this little fin, and then I think I'm gonna stick one on like the back, like back here. No worries. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your efforts.
It looks like we're in luck here. I'm not getting as many pinholes as I thought I would.
There you go. It's always nice.
Yeah, I'm sanding all this with 800 grit just to get the rough edges out from the Mr. Surfacer 500. Then I'm going to come back around with what grit? 1000 grit just to smooth that out. It's the first time sculpting something into a fixed position, so hopefully it comes out right.
There we go. This is probably going to be a bit much for a lot of people, but I don't care.
What is?
Slapping this logo on the back like this.
Nah, that's awesome.
I think it looks good. And I don't care what anybody else thinks, so. No, you don't think the tail fin would look good? I think if I did like a Titans test team on one and then the Titans logo on the other, I think that would look dope. I think this is going to be one of the last builds that I like pre-shade. I think I'm more leaning towards like flat colors these days. I really appreciate the look.
I like using a combination, but flats I feel are easier to weather with.
Well, you can use shading to like kind of accent your weathering, but yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of falling out of love with the style. Like as far as like doing it is concerned, I still like the way it looks. I just don't like to do it.
Like as far as style, like what, like the clean build?
Well, I mean, you can shade and it's still a clean build.
Yeah.
But I like a nice like smooth level paint job. It's just something to appreciate about it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this on here.
Props to people who can do like really nice, like smooth paint jobs, clean builds, and whatnot. It's not easy. I definitely don't have the patience for it.
Oh, it's you know, it can be hard. It can be simple. It really depends on the kit and how much cleanup you have to do and how much time you take.
Yeah, like I've been seeing a lot of Japanese builders on Twitter. They'll do like really like nice pastel colors with a lot of flat or matte colors, but it's usually pastel colors that they use. I've been liking that, and I want to give that a try.
Yeah. All right, let's grab one more of these, and then we'll put this sheet away. So do you do any PC gaming, Jill?
No, I haven't built a PC like for gaming.
You don't need a strong PC to play decent games. You need a strong PC to play modern games.
Good point. Good point.
You're into horror. So, have you ever heard of Puppet Combo?
No.
So what they do is they do like PS1, PS2 style horror games,
Uh-huh.
and you can buy them for like $5.
Oh, nice.
They're usually pretty short, but they're really good. You should check them out.
So Puppet Combo?
Yes.
I'll definitely check that out.
Well, your boy has broken all the AOZ rules then, because I've shaded it. I've mixed all the colors up a little bit. I've got decals all over the place. Everybody's gonna be mad. I can't wait. You watch your mouth, Gil. I'll kick you out of the room.
We don't rivet count Gunpla.
No, we don't. But you leave that Gunpla's freedom crap elsewhere. What are you looking for?
Your tweezers.
My tweezers?
Yeah, Mommy making me a bracelet
I got bad news for you, punk.
with pink and pink.
I am currently using the tweezers.
Oh no!
I know, it's the worst, isn't it?
Could we have some different tweezers?
Some different tweezers.
Yeah, because we need them.
Hold on, let me see if I can find my other ones. That's a knife. You should put that down.
Oh, and this is that?
That's a paintbrush.
Ah,
Here, come here. Let me finish this and I'll give you some tweezers.
thanks.
Are you making my bracelet?
No.
What?
I want a bracelet.
Gil wants a bracelet. You gonna make Gil a bracelet? Where you going? What do you got? What's that? You can't just come in here and take stuff.
Watch her.
Here.
She can.
You need to hold this like this. So, and like that. Hold it. Hold it tight. Now, be careful when you go downstairs with that, okay? She stole my tweezers. Good thing I got another pair.
Yeah, I need to get myself another pair, especially for water slides.
Oh yeah.
I have these from the Tamiya Basic Tool Set, and they can.
That's what I just gave her. These are my good ones though. Reverse joints. I love these things. Yes, Clone Hero needs to be a thing again. I thought about doing a stream of that, but I don't think anybody is really interested in watching me fumble through Guitar Hero. So
I'm terrible at Guitar Hero. I was never good at it.
I'm not as good as I used to be. I used to be great at it. Thank you, Matt. You are a hero. Let's see. What do we got?
You know, I'm removing all these pinholes, and now I'm thinking, is anyone going to look underneath here?
I can take it to a show, maybe.
Yeah. I usually enter everything I build at Southern California Gun Model Competition.
One of these years, I'm gonna get out there. I'm just poor, and I think it takes place like during our busy season.
We'll do a GoFundMe.
I don't want to do a GoFundMe. I feel like that's cheap. I feel like people need to spend their money on their own stuff. I feel guilty like asking people for money for stuff that I want to do that I should just save up for myself.
I understand.
It's not that I don't have the means to go. It's the timing of it.
Yeah, the timing is. Yeah, and who knows if we'll have it this year.
Probably not. Yeah, don't do that.
I can tell you one thing about this kit. Paint is definitely going to stick to it.
Good. That's always a good thing.
I think I need an overhead camera as well.
They're nice. They really help you get, let everybody see what you're doing.
So I think I'm going to start small on Instagram and maybe stream once a week. And
There
then
you go.
switch to YouTube. I'm wondering if I'm going to make this pinhole larger the more I sand it.
Don't do that.
I wonder what is GWC going on still?
They haven't canceled it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
kind of curious.
I think it would be irresponsible if it happened.
Yeah. Well, maybe if they made it
Well,
larger
you got to
for
think a lot of
online.
places you can't even travel in and out of right now. A lot of places are locked down, so
Yeah.
like actually competing is going to be tough. You would have to like be able to ship your entry and participate remotely,
Yeah.
and I don't
Well,
think too many people would be interested in that.
I wonder if they're going to at least do an online portion or something.
Well, time will tell. Let's see. I want.
Okay, I think it's safe to say no pinholes. We'll let the primer be
Apparently,
the judge of that.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you could sand until your heart's content, but once you put primer on it, that's when you're gonna know.
I should have worn gloves for this.
Not too late. Probably.
Yeah, it's definitely too late. No, I found a pinhole.
All right, so I think that's the tail done. So didn't go too crazy on warnings. I just put a little thing around each one of the little thruster bells, little warnings around the little tail lights. I think that will be fine for that. There's not a whole lot going on back there. I think where most of my markings are going to end up are going to be on the legs, just because there's so much to them. So I'm going to save those for a little bit later. I'm going to try and get the head done, because I don't think that I'm going to need a ton for that.
Oh man, there's still a lot of pinholes you can see without primer. That's a bummer.
Have you ever filled them with 500, Mr. Surfacer?
Yeah, that's what I used recently. I think I'm gonna have to do that again.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a couple passes.
I'm just wondering if I should brush it on again or try and shoot it through an airbrush.
I wouldn't shoot it through an airbrush. That stuff is pretty much like its best use is as putty.
It's melted putty, isn't it? All right, well, gonna have to open the window. I am not about to get poisoning from this stuff. So I'm working on Short Trooper, trying to remove all the pinholes and stuff from it, all the imperfections. Let me see if I can do something about this camera. All right, let's try something out real quick.
I normally don't like a lot of decals on the face, but I put these little. This is not gonna focus. You can already tell. I put these little decals on the cheek. Come on.
All right, are you guys able to see what I'm doing too?
There we go.
Oh man, those decals are small.
I think that looks killer. I think I'll put one on the back, and then I'm gonna switch over to white and put like some white ones on the ends of the fins.
Looks like this brush is done for. I forgot
Don't
to
throw it
clean it.
away. Keep it.
That was one of my old brushes. Let me focus this real quick. Just realized I have comments blocked. I can't see any of the comments.
Okay, let's grab a couple white decals. Maybe I'll do the gun, and then I'll finish the rest of this off camera. I hope that the people that are watching are aware of AOZ April, and if they are able, are participating. Okay, let's go ahead and put. I think I'm gonna go on the bottom of the ear. There you go, William. Nothing wrong with getting a little practice in. Okay. I think my wife and my daughter are downstairs having it out. Which means I have to go swoop in and make myself look like the good guy. So I stuck like a little warning. I think that's all I'm going to do on stream. But I do have another thing that I want to do on stream. Just because I found it the other day and want to see if anybody remembers it. Oh, I think I might have lost it again. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. So I found this sitting under a pile of a bunch of stuff, and it's covered in dust. There we go. And I think I got like really close to finishing it and just never did for some reason. Where's that pin at? So there we have that. What's up? And there's a ton of extra stuff that goes along with that. But as most unfinished things go, I think I'm going to stick it in this little container.
Oh, I remember that kit.
Oh yeah. You don't gotta tell me that you're an OG Gil. I already know.
What's that?
And we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and just strip this. And we'll add another whip to the pile. So maybe after I finish, I think this would be a fun like video series, you know, to actually do. And I mean, it's mostly just going to be painting anyway. So I'm going to let that sit overnight. That's like years and years and years back to this another day. Definitely not an R18 stream. That kit actually has a like a skirt thing. It's in like a bunch of pieces that need to be glued together. So yeah, but I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to make awful ASMR sounds. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Well, I can't admit that I'm not going to finish the skirt. I just put I'm stripping the entire kit, so I'm going to paint the whole thing. Oh wait, never mind. I see what you're saying. No, I definitely will finish the skirt. So that's where I got today. Hopefully another good like hour and a half, 2 hour session of decals. I can get this thing all finished up and panel lined, and then he will be ready for a flat coat and lots of pictures. Which I'd also like to do I'd like to do a photo stream. So maybe if I can get my stuff squared away for that, we could do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. But today's stream is where we're going to wrap this up at. The boys are calling, and I need to get the little one down to sleep. So, Gil, do you want to like plug your channel or anything, or your Instagram, anything?
Yeah, just Diligent U-Type on Instagram, and I'm not very active on Facebook, but every now and then I'll post on Facebook. I haven't touched YouTube in a while, but I will soon.
You need to commit to it, Gil.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Oh, and you guys know where to find me. I skipped YouTube this week, and I'll probably skip it next week. But soon we will have more videos on YouTube. I just haven't really had anything that I wanted to shoot, so as soon as I figure that out, I will start making videos again. I'm also kind of in purchase limbo where I'm not sure if I want to spend money on a new computer because my computer is not really, it's kind of on its last leg, or if I want to invest in a new PlayStation and some gaming stuff for up here so that I can like stream games in my little room. So I'll probably arrive at the conclusion for that tomorrow. But either way, I will see you guys all next time. Monday, we're going to stream again. Can't remember what time. I want to say 3 to 5, but I don't feel like that's right. So stay tuned on the Instagram and all that, and you'll find out what time I'm streaming, and you guys can tune in. So see you guys.
Good night.